Do you ever find yourself automatically saying, "I'm sorry" for things that aren't your fault? Or for simply existing in the world? Maybe you apologize for needing a moment to catch your breath, for not hearing something the first time, or for a decision you've made that truly serves your own well-being. It's a habit many of us develop over a lifetime. A quiet reflex, almost a background hum to our daily interactions. But this constant stream of apologies, especially as we get older, can be a heavy burden. It subtly chips away at our confidence, our self-worth, and the deep reservoir of wisdom we've accumulated. It can make us feel as though we're always taking up too much space, always inconveniencing someone, always needing to justify our presence or our pace. And that's a painful reality because, at this stage of life, we should be celebrating our journey, not diminishing it with unnecessary apologies. We have earned the right to stand firm in who we are, to embrace our authentic selves, and to live with a quiet dignity. The secret to a more joyful, unapologetically confident later life isn't about being arrogant or dismissive. It's about recognizing when an apology is truly warranted and when it's simply a habit that's holding us back. In this video, we're going to dive into 7 specific things older adults should absolutely stop apologizing for, starting today, and why releasing these apologies will unlock a new sense of freedom and peace. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you about the power you already hold within. Let's start with the first thing we can stop apologizing for: taking your time. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself rushing, perhaps feeling a little flustered, because you're worried you're holding someone up? Maybe you're walking a little slower, or you're taking an extra moment to choose the right item at the grocery store, or perhaps you're trying to recall a name or a detail in a conversation. And what's the immediate, almost involuntary response? "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm a bit slow today." Or, "Apologies, just taking my time." But why? Why do we feel the need to apologize for moving at a pace that feels comfortable and safe for us as we age? Our bodies naturally change. Our steps might be a little less spry. Our reflexes a fraction slower. Our minds might need a moment longer to retrieve certain information. These are not flaws. They are simply natural adjustments, a part of the rich tapestry of life. Apologizing for taking your time sends a message to yourself and to others that your pace is somehow less valid or less important. But it's not. In fact, embracing a slower pace can be incredibly beneficial. It allows for greater awareness of your surroundings, reduces stress, and can even prevent accidents. Imagine strolling through a park, really noticing the sunshine on the leaves, the sound of birdsong, the feel of the breeze. If you were rushing, apologizing for not being faster, you'd miss all of that. So, the next time you find yourself moving at your own comfortable pace, whether it's walking down the street, getting dressed, or even gathering your thoughts, simply allow yourself that time. If someone seems impatient, a simple, "I'm moving at my own pace," or even just a serene silence is perfectly acceptable. There's no need to apologize for prioritizing your safety, your comfort, or your enjoyment of the moment, your time, your pace. Own it. Now, let's talk about the second thing you can stop apologizing for: saying no. Oh, how often do we hear older adults, especially, say yes when they really mean no? We've been conditioned over a lifetime to be helpful, to be accommodating, to avoid disappointing others, particularly our loved ones or friends. Perhaps a grandchild asks for a favor that stretches your energy thin, or a friend suggests an outing when you're truly craving a quiet afternoon at home. Your first instinct might be to agree, followed by a quiet, internal sigh of regret or exhaustion. Then, if you eventually have to back out, or if you simply feel overwhelmed doing what you agreed to, you find yourself profusely apologizing. "I'm so sorry. I really shouldn't have said yes. I'm just not up to it. But why apologize for setting a boundary? For protecting your own energy and well-being? Saying no isn't selfish. It's self-preservation. It's an act of wisdom that comes from truly knowing your limits and respecting your needs. As we get older, our energy levels naturally fluctuate. What might have been easy to tackle in your younger years could now be genuinely exhausting. It's essential to reserve your energy for activities that truly bring you joy, meaning, or necessity. Saying no allows you to say a more resounding yes to the things that truly matter to you. It creates space for rest, for hobbies, for genuine connection, and for simply being. So, the next time an invitation or a request comes your way, pause. Take a moment to check in with yourself. How does it truly feel? If your gut instinct whispers no, then honor that feeling. You don't need elaborate excuses or lengthy justifications. A simple, polite, no, thank you, I won't be able to. Or, that sounds lovely, but I need to decline this time, is more than enough. You are not responsible for managing other people's reactions or expectations. Your only responsibility is to yourself and to maintain your own well-being. Saying no unapologetically is one of the most liberating acts you can perform. Moving on to a third area where apologies are completely unnecessary, your appearance and natural body changes. This is a big one for many, often unspoken. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with images of youth and perfection. We see advertisements for anti-aging creams, hear talk of defying age, and sometimes, without even realizing it, we internalize the idea that growing older means something is wrong with our appearance. You might catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and notice new wrinkles, or a bit of silver in your hair, or perhaps a slight stoop in your posture. And your mind immediately thinks, "Oh, I look so old. I'm sorry." Or maybe you find yourself apologizing for not being able to move with the same fluidity, for a joint that aches, or for needing a moment to stretch after sitting. But why apologize for the natural progression of life? Your wrinkles tell stories of laughter and tears, of experiences etched into your very being. Your gray hair is a crown of wisdom, a testament to years lived and lessons learned. Your body, with all its changes, is a magnificent vessel that has carried you through decades, seen you through challenges, and supported you through triumphs. It has adapted, endured, and continues to serve you. To apologize for these natural signs of aging is to apologize for your own history, for your resilience, for your very existence. Instead of feeling a need to explain away a slower gait or a slight tremor, embrace it. This is your body, your magnificent, unique body. At this particular stage of life, there's nothing to be sorry for. In fact, there's immense beauty and power in accepting and loving your body just as it is. It's a statement of self-acceptance that radiates true confidence. So, ditch the apologies about your appearance and focus instead on taking care of the body that has served you so faithfully. Nourish it, move it gently, and celebrate its enduring spirit. Now, let's continue our journey of liberation and talk about the fourth thing you should absolutely stop apologizing for: pursuing new interests or hobbies, no matter how unconventional or late in life they might seem. How often do we hear someone say, "Oh, I'm thinking of taking up pottery, but I'm probably too old for that." Or, "I'd love to learn a new language, but I'm sorry, my memory isn't what it used to be. It's probably pointless now." There's this unspoken societal expectation that once you reach a certain age, your days of grand new adventures or intense learning are over. That your path should be one of quiet reflection, perhaps limited to familiar routines. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The desire to learn, to create, to explore new facets of yourself is ageless. It's a fundamental human drive. To apologize for wanting to pursue painting, or learn to play the ukulele, or take a dance class, or even embark on a new volunteer endeavor, is to apologize for your own vibrant curiosity and your boundless potential. These aren't frivolous pursuits. They are vital for mental stimulation, emotional well-being, and social connection. They keep your mind sharp, your spirit engaged, and your life rich with purpose. Imagine the joy of discovering a hidden talent or the satisfaction of mastering a new skill. Regardless of your age, the only thing standing in the way of these enriching experiences is often our own internalized belief that we're too old or too late, or that we need to apologize for wanting something more. So, cast aside those self-limiting beliefs. If there's something you've always wanted to try, or a new interest that sparks your curiosity, dive in. Don't ask for permission, and certainly don't apologize for it. Your golden years are a perfect time for personal growth and rediscovery. And anyone who questions that simply doesn't understand the incredible depth and vitality of life at every age. Embrace your inner explorer, without a single apology. The fifth thing we need to strike from our apology list is prioritizing your own well-being and rest. This often goes hand in hand with the earlier point about saying no. Many older adults have spent decades caring for others' children, spouses, aging parents, colleagues. This selfless nature is commendable, but it often means putting one's own needs on the back burner. Now, in this stage of life, it's absolutely crucial to flip that script. Yet, the habit of self-sacrifice is deeply ingrained. You might feel a pang of guilt, and then offer an apology for needing an early night, or for choosing a quiet afternoon reading over a bustling family gathering, or for needing a specific diet to manage your health. I'm so sorry, I just need to rest today. Or apologies, I can't eat that, I'm on a special diet. These aren't apologies, they are statements of fundamental self-care. Your well-being is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Adequate rest, nourishing food, gentle exercise, and moments of quiet reflection are the pillars of a healthy, happy later life. When you apologize for these essential practices, you inadvertently suggest that your health and happiness are somehow less important than others' desires or expectations. But they are not. In fact, when you take care of yourself, you are better equipped to enjoy the company of loved ones, to engage with the world, and to experience life to its fullest. Think of it this way. You can't pour from an empty cup. Prioritizing your rest and well-being isn't selfish. It's strategic. It's a wise investment in your own longevity and quality of life. So, the next time you feel the need to pause, to say no to an energy-draining activity, or to make a health-conscious choice, do so with confidence. No apologies needed. You are simply honoring your body and mind, and that is a truly commendable act. Let's talk about the sixth thing: you should stop apologizing for not keeping up with every single new piece of technology or social trend. Oh, the digital age. Isn't it something? It feels like every other week there's a new app, a new platform, a new device, a new way of communicating that everyone else seems to effortlessly grasp. And then there's us, sometimes feeling a little lost in the sea of updates, acronyms, and ever-changing interfaces. You might find yourself saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just not very good with computers." Or, "Apologies. I don't understand TikTok. I'm so out of touch." But here's the truth. You don't need to be a tech guru or an expert in every fleeting trend to live a fulfilling and connected life. Your life experience, your wisdom, your interpersonal skills, these are infinitely more valuable than your ability to navigate the latest social media craze. While it's certainly beneficial to learn enough technology to stay connected with loved ones and manage essential tasks, there's absolutely no need to feel pressured to master every new digital frontier. Your value as a person is not measured by your digital literacy or your understanding of internet memes. It's measured by your kindness, your character, your wisdom, and your authentic connections. You've lived through eras of profound change, adapted to countless innovations, and built a life rich with real-world experiences. That's something to be celebrated, not apologized for. So, if someone asks you about the latest viral video and you haven't seen it, simply say, "I haven't caught up with that one yet," or "My focus is on other things." There's no need to preface it with an apology. You have the right to choose what you engage with, what you learn, and where you direct your precious energy. Your life is not a race to keep up with every digital current. It's a journey to be savored and lived on your own terms. And finally, the seventh thing: older adults should stop apologizing for sharing your wisdom, your stories, and your unique perspective. This is perhaps one of the most poignant apologies we hear. You might find yourself starting a sentence with, "I'm sorry if I'm rambling," or "Apologies, but this reminds me of a story from my day," or even, "Forgive me, but I have a different take on that." These apologies often stem from a fear of being perceived as old-fashioned, or long-winded, or out of touch. But your life is a treasury of experiences, lessons, triumphs, and challenges. Your stories are not mere ramblings. They are living history, invaluable insights, and often profound sources of comfort and guidance for those who are willing to listen. Your perspective, shaped by decades of navigating the complexities of life, is uniquely valuable in a fast-paced, often superficial world. The depth of your experience is a precious commodity. We, as a society, need to hear these stories. Younger generations often crave the wisdom and grounding that only older adults can provide. When you apologize for sharing your truth, you silence a voice that deserves to be heard. You diminish the importance of your lived experience. So, the next time a memory surfaces, or an opinion forms, or a piece of advice comes to mind, share it proudly. Your stories connect generations, offer perspective, and build empathy. Your wisdom is a gift, not a burden. There's no need to apologize for being who you are, a person of incredible depth, rich with stories and insights that are waiting to be shared. Embrace your voice, speak your truth, and let your legacy unfold through the power of your own narrative. So, we've explored 7 profound areas where we can start shedding the habit of unnecessary apologies: for taking our time, for saying no, for our natural body changes, for pursuing new interests, for prioritizing our well-being, for not being tech wizards, and for sharing our invaluable wisdom and stories. Think about the cumulative effect of these small, habitual apologies. Each "I'm sorry" chips away at your sense of worth, reinforcing a narrative that you are somehow less than, or an inconvenience. But imagine the freedom, the lightness, the sheer confidence that comes from recognizing when an apology is truly heartfelt and necessary, versus when it's simply a reflex, a social crutch, or a remnant of old conditioning. Remember, this isn't about being rude or dismissive. It's about being authentically you, without the constant need to justify your existence, your choices, or your natural evolution. It's about understanding that you have earned the right to occupy your space in the world fully and unapologetically. Small changes in how we speak to ourselves and to others can make an enormous difference in our overall happiness and our sense of empowerment. It's about reclaiming your inherent value and living your later years with a joyful, self-assured spirit. It takes practice. Of course, habits are deeply ingrained. You might catch yourself starting to say, "I'm sorry for one of these things," and that's okay. Just pause, take a breath, and reframe it. Instead of, "I'm sorry I'm so slow," try, "I'm just taking my time." Instead of, "I'm sorry I can't make it," try, "I won't be able to make it this time." Notice the shift in energy, both within yourself and in the interaction. You're not being defensive. You're simply being assertive and respectful of your own boundaries and needs. Your journey through life has given you strength, resilience, and a unique perspective. You are a treasure, not an inconvenience. It's time to step into that truth with unwavering confidence. So, I truly hope this conversation has resonated with you, and perhaps given you a little spark to start releasing those unnecessary apologies. Beginning today, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you noticed yourself apologizing for any of these things? What's one apology you're ready to let go of? Please share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your stories might just inspire someone else who is on a similar journey. If you found this video helpful or uplifting, please give it a thumbs up. A like truly helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this message. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Live your best life. Embrace your power. And never apologize for being exactly who you are.